It's happening across the northwestern part of the state right now as we feel the effects from the hurricane. Omar Villafranca is with me here in Crystal River. He talked to people as they were preparing to head out for the storm's arrival. Omar, good morning.
Good morning, David. We're kind of in between one of the rain bands right now, but when they come, you absolutely know it. The wind is howling and the rain is torrential, and this is what it's leaving behind after all of those bands pass through. You're starting to see water pool around, but if you look over here, we're over here by a little canal where there's homes. Just in the last few minutes, this water has probably gone up about 6 inches. Eventually, they're going to meet in the middle, and that's when we're going to start to see some serious flooding. This is all as Idalia is expected to make landfall later this morning. Out of the sea and onto the streets, Hurricane Idalia's storm surge has already flooded roads in the Tampa-St. Petersburg area, bringing wind speeds of at least 130 miles per hour and heavy rains to Florida's Gulf Coast. Footage from the International Space Station showed the storm churning towards Florida's Big Bend.
Storm surge could reach 10 to 15 feet in some areas of the Big Bend. That is life-threatening.
And on the ground, Idalia was already beginning to lash some coastal communities, as many made their final preparations, picking up sandbags, filling up on gas, and boarding up storefronts. In Tampa, highway cameras showed eastbound traffic heading away from the coast. Tampa General Hospital put up storm surge barriers around its campus. And several Florida airports, including Tampa International, closed, canceling flights and securing runway equipment. Nearly half of Florida's 67 counties were under some type of evacuation order Tuesday, including parts of Citrus County, where we joined local officials preparing for Idalia's arrival. Sheriff Mike Prendergrass urged residents in flood zones to leave before it was too late.
If you don't get out of the mandatory evacuation zone and you get in trouble later on, don't expect me to send my deputies out there, because I want my deputies to go home to their families after the storm passes.
It's not worth it, really.
Amanda Chilcott, Dirk Randolph, and their 12-year-old dog Lucy decided not to ride out the hurricane at their Crystal River home. We spoke to them as they packed up their car.
You get out of here, you live, see another day. You stay here, you never know what's going to happen. It's Mother Nature.
Just to give you an idea of how fast things move around here, just in the 2 minutes of that story we just told you, the water came over the edge here, so it is noticeably coming up. Now, there are 5,500 Florida guardsmen that have been stationed around the state. We saw some of their high rescue vehicles. They were prepping them in case they need to use them. But as we mentioned before, the state is really concerned about power outages. And at last check, almost 100,000 Floridians right now are without power, and that number is expected to go up significantly. David?
Omar, thank you.